All right, you guys, so we took a page out of the Healer family book and decided that we wanted to make the kids cakes every year. And when I say we, I mean me, because that's just me right there. But it's just a box cake. It's nothing crazy. I even ended up messing that up, even though it's a box cake. I started whisking together just the water and the powder without the eggs. I forgot the eggs for a second. And so it made the cake a little bit dry, but whatever. It's the thought that counts, right, guys? So here's me finally adding the eggs in. And just whisking everything together. I get to scoop it into this really cool circle container tin thing that has that latch on the side that I thought was really cool and was going to be super helpful whenever I got to trying to take the cake out of it. And I don't show it here because I thought it'd just be too much, but I had to put this cake back in the oven 2 other times to finally get that clean knife cooked all the way through, like no sticky batter left thing. And I started mixing the I cracked myself up. I started mixing the food coloring in the buttercream, and I was just so nervous. I didn't want to put too much right away, but I feel like I got all the colors right. I did a light pink base for the cake, and then I made a yellow for Winnie the Pooh, of course, and I made a red for his shirt. And then after all that was said and done, I realized I needed to make black for his details, the eyes, the nose, and those things. So it was a lot of food coloring, a lot of concentration, as you can see here, a lot of learning, as you saw when I dropped the cake just then a little bit ago. But I've seen this on all the baking shows where you kind of use some icing as glue to the container that you put your cake on. So I definitely utilized that hack, flip that sucker upside down right on there. And this was really, really impressive. I was actually wondering how non-stick this was actually going to be. And man alive, you guys, check this out. It's so clean. It is so clean, and I was so excited that it didn't butcher my cake. I was so excited. I showed it off so hard right there. This was so much harder than I thought. I needed so much more buttercream to make it look as easy as they do in those cake videos. And this is the moment where I'm like, this is so freaking hard. No wonder they charge so much to make cakes, you guys. So stop hounding people and stop being so surprised when custom cakes are so expensive, because yo, this is tough stuff over here. Me and my trusty step stool went up in the pantry and got down a few other things that I needed. And this part, oh my gosh, I always messed up as a kid when we were doing like gingerbread houses and stuff, making sure you don't cut the bag too wide for the tip, because otherwise it'll just fall right through. This, I wish I would have taken more of my time with, but I'm not gonna lie, at this point I was pretty delusional. Like, I was tired and I was just like, listen, it's red, it's on theme, let's just do it. And I barely had enough to finish going all the way around the cake. So thankful that it ended up working out literally by the skin of my teeth. We are getting to the reveal, so just hang tight, guys. This is just me piping on the shape of Pooh's face, and like I said, I add in details with a black buttercream later, but here's the final result. I think it turned out pretty cute. I definitely thought I could do better, but I'm excited to keep this tradition going and hopefully learn more as the years go by. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.